What's up, champ? So we're here at Muscle Camp. Normally we don't film our anything goes Q&A sessions, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna flip the camera on. We got a couple great questions today. First question from Patrick is on your muscle building diet. What's the best muscle building diet? A lot of options out there, a lot of voices. So Patrick, why don't you ask your question? We're gonna help you guys figure out the most optimal muscle building diet.
Well, Vince, my question really centers around flexible dieting, the issue of flexible dieting and meal frequency. Of course, you've got your typical bodybuilding diet that's 5 to 6 meals a day. Now, of course, is a philosophy that's sort of trying to counteract that, where people claim and have gotten great results with 2 large meals a day mixed with some intermittent fasting. What do you think is optimal?
When it comes to muscle growth, the research is clear that you need to stimulate protein synthesis at least 4 or 5 times a day. And the way we stimulate muscle protein synthesis is by consuming at least 3 grams of leucine, which is a critical branched chain amino acid. And you can get 3 grams of leucine from 30 grams of protein. So individuals who are getting all their calories in 2 meals versus 4 to 5 meals, it's less optimal for muscle growth. So first things first, when it comes to muscle growth, you want to stimulate protein synthesis at least 4 to 5 times a day, which requires at least 4 to 5 meals of a minimum of 30 grams of protein. All right, so there's some cool research that's shown that there's a threshold with how much protein synthesis can occur. So some people think, well, what if I have 60 grams of protein? Don't I get a double belt? No, there's a cap. So that's why you want to have at least 4 to 5 meals a day. So if you're, and this also goes not just for muscle building, but for muscle retention when you're trying to cut. Okay, so 4 to 5 meals is optimal. I don't think you need to go 6 or 7. Maybe we can make some cases for some really big bodybuilders who are like over 200, 250 pounds, who are training twice a day. For those individuals, we could certainly make a case for 6, 7, heck, maybe even 8 meals a day. But for guys like us training drug-free who aren't using things to increase protein synthesis super physiologically, we just need to get at least 4 to 5 meals a day. And I like to do as much whole food as possible. I love what Charles Poliquin says. If you want to look solid, eat solid food. I'm finding that the less protein shakes I have, the better results I'm getting. And I know there's a challenge to get 4,000, 3,000, even 3,000 calories a day in from just whole food. So guys start doing protein shakes. Protein shakes aren't wrong, but I've found that you're gonna get better pumps, better quality workouts, better recovery, more micronutrients in your diet when you're able to go as far as like all your meals whole food each day. And that's actually a challenge for you guys at home. I challenge you to go an entire month with, am I screaming? I challenge you to go an entire month, no protein shakes, not even post-workout. Go whole food. Just go whole food for an entire month. I guarantee you'll get better muscle building results from your muscle building diet. Did you have a part 2 to that, Patrick?
My part 2 would be, again, around flexible dieting and this concept of IIFYM.
If it fits your macros for anybody who's been living under a rock for the last 4 or 5 years.
So, if you are getting your macronutrients and you are cognizant of your caloric intake, can something like that work for you?
Absolutely. It can definitely work for you. And I mean, if you've got an internet connection, you've probably seen a ton of guys who've claimed to get insane results off IIFYM. One of the things you want to keep aware of is that you need to make sure that at least 80 to 90% of your IIFYM diet or your flexible dieting diet consists of wholesome whole food. Food that you could find in nature. As Poliquin says, things that run, swim, or fly. The typical kind of caveman diet. Food, I call them real foods. Not food products. Food products are things that are made in a lab. They're things that are in the middle of the aisles of the grocery store. So I think if 80 to 90% of your IIFYM or flexible dieting diet is based around food that you could find outside and doesn't require you to go to a grocery store to get, you're fine.
Micronutrient dense food.
Micronutrient dense food. And that can even consume a bit of processed food. A bit of processed food is not bad. Over the last couple of years, I've really slammed a lot of these approaches, but as I've evolved my nutrition knowledge and just my approach, you got to learn from doing, not just by talking about it. I've found that you can incorporate a lot of these foods. It just really depends on, one of the big factors is how hard you train. How hard, if you look at professional athletes who are like shredded, I mean, they're training like 2 to 4 hours a day sometimes, and they eat garbage. It's just because look how hard they train. And some of them are genetic freaks. And then we have the other equation, which is something a lot of people don't talk about, but the drug factor. There's a lot of guys who are just simply taking extra helpers that it really doesn't matter what they eat, to be honest. So, but yeah, you can absolutely get results with those approaches, and they're becoming far more popular, and I'm becoming a much more bigger proponent of them. And again, I think the reason why they work is very simple. It's because they're sustainable. What's the best diet here, guys?
The one you can follow.
The one that you can follow, right? So it's really as simple as that. How's that? Good? Okay, great. Thank you for the question. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and let me know what you guys think. What's your nutrition approach? What is your approach to your muscle building diet? What's working for you? What do you know that is definitively true? Hey champ, thank you so much for watching my video. If you got some value from that, do you mind hitting that thumbs up button below? I'd really appreciate it. Now I want to hook you up with a free gift. It's my free 3,000 calorie bulking plan to bulk up your muscles and not your gut. This meal plan will help you eliminate all the guesswork and tell you exactly what to eat, when to eat, and how much to eat on your training day and your non-training day. It's completely free. Just go to that link right there, free.vincedelmontefitness.com/meal plan, or just click that link in the annotation. It'll take you straight there. If you're watching this on your mobile phone, the link is in the description box because you're not going to be able to click that annotation button there. All you got to do is put in your first name, your best email address, then confirm that link, and then I'll send it to you right away. 100% free, guys. That's my little gift for you. As always, tell me what you want to see next. Let me know in the comment section. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, feel free to do so right now so you'll be first in line when I upload another video. Peace out.